fans, welcome to another edition of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega, Iron Truth with me. Today we're talking Manny Pacquiao versus Erik Morales 3, the grand finale, and it's on coming up. This week looks to be a great fight.
Definitely.
Wow. Morales really looks in shape. A few months ago he did not. He looks like he's really gotten his act together.
He's ready. He's gonna do it.
Back against the wall.
Yep.
Erik Morales looking great, looking in great shape. Manny Pacquiao looking in great shape. Both of these guys look very determined to win, very hungry still. I'm picking Manny Pacquiao. You're picking Erik Morales.
He's gonna do it. He's coming back.
I don't think so. I think he's too far gone to beat Pacquiao at this point, and Pacquiao will knock him out late.
Nope. I'm picking Morales TKO in round 11. That's my pick.
I'll pick 10 or 11 for Pacquiao. Maybe 12.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Morales will be dominated.
Yeah.
Nope, they're in wrong weight division, but
Morales coming back, gonna get vengeance on Pacquiao.
I don't see it happening, and I think Pacquiao will win this one, and I think then the Barrera fight will get signed.
Yeah, well, if he does, that should get signed, but I don't think it's gonna happen, so Morales wins, definitely.
I won't be sad if Morales wins. I like these guys basically equally, so...
I like Morales just a little bit better, but so if Pacquiao wins, I'm not gonna be terribly upset.
Morales has lost twice this year already.
Once this year.
Well, yeah,
twice in a row, though.
In a row. I think it's 3 times a charm. No, I don't think so. I don't. I think this might be his last fight. I really don't think this is his last fight, even if he loses this, unless he gets brutally knocked out or something.
God.
What? We're recording.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
And your mom wants to know if you can help. I'll tell her. Call me back. I'll call her back in a minute.
Help on what?
She's moving.
Moving.
Heather.
Heather?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to help.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
No, he said no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. You ought to leave that.
Okay, where are we?
Alright, where are we?
Morales, Pacquiao, Morales really, this might be his last fight. I don't think it will be, even if he does lose, unless he gets knocked out brutally. Then he might say, yeah, it's time to pack it in. Even if he loses brutally, I'm not sure if he will. He might have at least, I think he wants to go out with a win.
Yeah. And I don't think this will be his last fight either way.
Well, of course you don't.
Well, even if he did lose, I mean, I wouldn't say that would be his last one, actually. But he's got at least one great fight left in him. And
I think he does too.
This is going to be it.
I think this will be. I'm going to predict this now, regardless. I think this will be the best fight of the 3. I'm picking that.
Probably could be.
Most people might say it's crazy. I don't care. I'm picking that. To be the case.
I could see that, but it's going to be hard to pass that first one, definitely, because that was definitely a great fight.
Yep, but I think this is going to top both of them.
We'll have to see, but I'm going with Morales. He can do it.
Okay, and also on the undercard?
On the undercard, Brian Valoria, chance for redemption and his only loss.
Romero. But
Omar Nino, I think is the guy's name. The guy that beat him this previous August on the Versus Network. Valoria, it was a close fight. I had Valoria winning. Could have gone either way, really.
Valoria needed a better performance.
Very unimpressive that night.
For him.
So should come back and get revenge on this guy. I'm going to go with about a 8th round knockout this time for Valoria.
I'm going to pick Valoria decision probably. I just have a feeling it would end up getting a decision for some reason.
Hopefully it'll be more decisive at least.
Yeah, I think he'll clearly win though. Definitely. I do think he'll clearly win. I have no reason to not pick him.
So, and that's the 2 fights. That's the 2 main fights. But anyway.
Also.
Mike Arnudis versus Ricardo Torres. Torres, of course, the guy that put Cotto down twice in their fight.
And that's enough for me to pick Torres over Mike Arnudis.
Arnudis has never shown anything at all. He ducked Malianaji completely. and Vivian Harris. He pulled out with the fight.
Yep, he ended up pulling out against him, and I hope Ricardo Torres knocks his head off.
And he should. I really pick him too.
Yeah,
so.
I picked Torres by knockout. I don't know when, probably middle rounds.
Yeah, I would say that's about right.
And Arnaudos will be gone.
And
mighty no more. Never was, but yeah.
Also, we have Vanis Martis Rosen, the 2004 Olympian from Armenia, I think. And he's on the undercard. Don't know if they're showing him yet. Hopefully they do. They need to, definitely. But he's fighting some no-name guy. He should get a quick knockout, 2 or 3 rounds. That's what I'll pick.
Yeah, absolutely. So. This is another showcase fight for him.
And it should be. He's only had about 8 fights, something like that.
They need to pace him some.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree with your prediction.
Yep.
Knockout.
Okay. And that's that card. We also have Broadway Boxing, November 15th. Won't be shown live, of course. It'll be shown the next Sunday after November the 15th. So we have Curtis Stevens, chance for revenge for him after his first loss, supposedly. Not really, but chance to get revenge on Marcos Primera. And I'm going to pick Stevens, round 1.
I'm picking Stevens to stop him for sure. I could easily see round 1 for this fight.
He's going to come out.
He's not going to play around with this guy.
He's going to come out very aggressive, looking to take his head off.
And this guy is going to end up on his back, regardless what round. This guy's going to end up on his back. Yeah, or face.
Whatever.
I think back.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyway, Stevens will come back and.
I'm gone. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
No. Where were we? Okay, and also on the card, Jadon Codrington.
Codrington.
Yep, making his, I believe, 4th fight after his devastating loss to Alan Green. Coming back, he's won 3 in a row.
And he'll win this one.
Yep, should win by knockout, early knockout, hopefully. So good showcase for the chin checkers once again.
Yep, back on the same card
finally.
And
so look for that. Definitely a good card. Edgar Santana is, for some reason,
fighting. He's the main event.
Some reason, don't know why. He's had 2 losses in his career.
And he's just not that good.
And on Thursday, November 16th, we have a off-TV card.
Nobody knows it pissed me off. Don't smile either.
Oh yeah.
But anyhow,
we have an off-TV card. Andre Ward fighting Derek Finley. No reason to mention that guy's name. Just a showcase fight for Ward. And unfortunately, they're not showing this. They should put this on.
Not showing it.
The Pacquiao Morales undercard, if nothing else.
Show these fights.
Yep. And also on that card, Julio Gonzalez versus Vitaly Kopitko. This guy has like 8 losses, I think. And
again, no need to bring up the name.
Not really.
I think he's got 9 losses actually.
Okay.
Or maybe 9 knockouts. But anyhow.
But Gonzalez should win. I don't think much of Gonzalez.
No, but he'll win this fight.
Yeah, he should.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's decent. He did beat Mitchell Keltsky, Mitchell Fadsky, whatever you want to call him.
And he somehow got up from Julian Lederloh.
Yeah, and was knocked down 2 or 3 times and came back to beat him by decision.
When he looked sprawled out completely.
Yeah,
I don't know how he did that.
But anyway, on that same night, we have Bobby Pacquiao fighting Hector Velasquez, who has also fought Manny Pacquiao the fight before the rematch with Morales. Manny Pacquiao knocked him out in 6 rounds, so we'll see what Bobby can do.
I think Bobby can knock him out. He's not really a knockout guy, unlike his brother. I could see decision or knockout. I'm going to say late round knockout.
Yeah, about 9 probably. So
sounds good.
Yeah, and Anthony Thompson fighting also on that card. This is on the Versus Network, and he is fighting Jose Luis Cruz, who fought Shane Mosley, was previously undefeated before fighting Mosley, and got dominated, of course, by Mosley. Thompson will probably take him decision, I would have to say. Mosley did, so I would have to go with the decision.
Depending on Cruz, basically, and I don't put much dependence on Cruz.
No.
So.
And John Ruiz
versus Ruslan Chagayev.
Yeah.
This fight, horrible. And guess what? The winner of this is the WBA #1 mandatory challenger for Nikolai Valiev.
So, you double your misery with this fight. You not only see this fight, but you get to see, if you are that bored. But you see that fight, and you see the fight that it turns into with the winner of this fighting Valuev, which is horrible. But I'll pick Ruiz by decision in this one to make
no
a
reason
prediction.
not to pick Ruiz.
Yep, so
I mean, the other guy's undefeated, but so what?
Yeah, and he's fought nobody. Ruiz has been in there with some very good fighters, so mainly Jones and Tony, of course. So anyway, that's that fight, if you can call it that. But anyway, on November 18th, another card, Lamont Peterson fighting Martez Logan, the guy that Emmanuel Augustus fought before, and Vivian Harris fought in his comeback fight after the Mousa fight. Also,
definite gatekeeper at least.
Also Shimon Alvarez, not
Maybe
this
not
guy
even
out.
Gatekeeper, I'd call him journeyman, really.
Yep. And Shimon Alvarez, who fought this past Friday, he knocked this guy out actually, and he was one of the only ones to ever knock him out, I think. So that was impressive. But anyway, Lamont Peterson. Lamont is the one that doesn't have the great power. He's the more of the boxer. So he should probably take him decision too.
And do we know how long either of these are?
I believe that one's 8 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah. And Anthony Peterson fighting somebody. Doesn't matter who it is. It's either a 6 or 8 round fight. Should knock him out in the early or middle rounds. 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there.
Or it might go the distance
Maybe.
just because it's a shorter fight.
Yeah, if it's like a 6 round fight, it could easily go the distance.
And also, if we ever pick a fight and the fight is shorter than what we thought, that's why we picked a night for a knockout if it was an 8 round fight.
So, of course,
we thought it was a 10 or 12 rounder.
Yeah, absolutely.
That should be obvious, but for anyone that wants to give us a shot about that.
Okay. And also on that card, Josiah Judah, brother of Zab, of course, fighting. And we'll see if he can get a win. Don't know his opponent yet at all. It's possible he might not even end up fighting.
And also, these fights might be shown by...
Comcast has struck a deal with the Prize Fight promotional company now. They're going to be showing some of their cards, or all of their cards.
Hopefully starting with this one.
Yeah,
we don't
hopefully.
know, but hopefully
This would
starting
be
with
great,
this one. And it's not starting with this one, starting soon.
Yeah, soon, definitely.
I don't see why this one wouldn't be.
Yeah, this one needs to be the first one, definitely, because all 3 of these fights need to be shown.
Absolutely.
So that's what we got for now. So.
And that's some pretty good stuff this week.
Absolutely, got a huge weekend of fights.
Absolutely. Also, just going to mention, like Paul Spadafora will be fighting next week, Wednesday.
November 22nd.
Return.
No TV again.
I'll pick him by decision.
Yeah, decision.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. And he's fighting a nothing, so he should win. We'll see how much he has left after being off for quite a while.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully he gets in there with someone that'll knock him out.
Absolutely.
And I'll see you. Boxing3@gmail.com. Later.